Freeland steps down as Finance Minister of Canada. Who cares? The damage is already done. Everybody is tooting like this huge victory for Canada. Canada's winning. We are winning. She stepped down. The damage is done. Just like when people were emailing me, look, Biden stepped down, Mike. The damage is already done. Don't you guys get it? Your destruction. They're working towards destroying Canada. Her mission accomplished. Now what's going to happen? Oh, she stepped down. She's still going to work in the government. Do you actually think she's going to actually open a business like this and try and see if she can make it? No, because she couldn't last 2 weeks. You think someone's going to hire her in the private sector or in the corporate ladder? No. Do you see what I'm saying? So not only did she step down, but now she's going to get another position within the government or a world government, right? A world government, just like other leaders around the world since 2022, 2023 started stepping down because they played a lot of you guys in 2020. They played you good in 2020. They tell you one thing, and then after 2 or 3 years later, oh, I never told you to do that. I never said that. They're playing that game, and you played the videos showing them saying it, and they tell you, we never did that. So this is the problem we're at right now. The damage is already done, right? All she had to do was stop the money laundering coming in from China. In 2010, yes, 2010, not at the beginning of the Trudeau regime, but 2010, Vancouver passed something called the Vancouver Model, allowing Chinese foreigners to park their money in Canada, create artificial shortages in your housing market, and you think, whoa, my property is going up 10, 20, 30% a year. This is great. No, it's not. It's called an artificial shortage, and you played into it too. That's all they had to do. And instead of putting the money laundering tracking system on Canadians, I know Canadians that wanted to buy their home, but they have to get tested or checked or background checked for money laundering. Yes, they did. They all had to get checked out for money laundering. But if you're coming from mainland China with suitcases full of cash, go ahead and buy the properties and leave them empty, create the artificial shortages, and build Canada's economy off of real estate. Now, the condo market is crashing everywhere in Canada. Well, it's starting to crash out east. It's going to move out west. When Canada, money launderers from Canada are drying up, people don't want to park their money in Canada anymore. It's not safe. So Freeland stepping down is a victory? You guys have no idea. You guys have no clue. The damage is done. Mission accomplished. We're screwed. I just wish you guys could see that. I wish you guys could fathom that. Same thing, Biden stepped down. Oh my goodness. So what? The damage is done. It's game over. It's mission accomplished. Fixing this problem is going to be a total nightmare. It's going to be a total PR nightmare. And Canadians actually believe that this Pierre Poilievre guy is going to come in and save them. Nobody's coming to save you, Canada. Nobody's coming to save you. Because Pierre Poilievre, I asked him a question 4 years ago in a video. It's still up, time-stamped. What are you going to do about the public sector? Because the public sector is too big in Canada, and that's why people vote to keep their jobs. And then not only that, the public sector is too big. And what about all the money laundered? The hundreds of billions of dollars of money laundered. We're looking at $1,819 billion at purchase price laundered through Chinese gangs in Canada, through fentanyl. So you thinking Freeland stepping down is a victory? Trudeau stepping down is a victory? The damage is done. And it's started really, really bad in 2010. But you guys weren't living in Vancouver in 2010, so you never saw the artificial shortages in 2010 in Vancouver. I was warning you guys, lots of videos up there warning you guys, and they're still getting taken down from 2013, 2014, and 2015 for medical misinformation. Why? Because I was warning that all of Canada, a tsunami of money laundering, once Vancouver put the foreign buyers tax on in 2016, 2017, the foreign investors from China destroyed Washington State, destroyed Washington, just south of Vancouver, and destroyed Toronto. Destroyed, a tsunami of destruction. And that's what I've been warning you guys about all these years. Oh, Freeland steps down as finance minister. Damage is done. Mission accomplished. Now let's see where she's going to work for the government now. Because who's going to hire her? You're going to hire her? You're going to work in the... who's going to hire her in the corporate ladder? Is she going to open her own business and try and make it with the amount of taxation we're paying as a private citizen? I don't think so. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Damage is done. What now? Right? Because it's just beyond. It's beyond. What? That's why 1 in 4 Canadians are leaving. The 1 in 4 Canadians that are leaving are the European expansion that built this country. The European expansion that kept getting deported. Remember deporting the Portuguese in 06, 07, 08 out of Toronto? Holding the kids back at the schools. Remember that? Holding the kids back that spoke Portuguese at the high schools? Archbishop Romero and St. Mary's? Remember holding them back? And waiting for the parents to come in with paperwork? Remember that? To make sure? Because the Liberal government gave the Portuguese a path to citizenship in Toronto, Ontario, to build the infrastructure. They were given a path to citizenship. Conservative government comes in 2006 and says, we don't want these Portuguese anymore. So America's going to have a great field day going through the Deportation Act of Canada. And I left you guys a manual playlist, how to deport your country in less than a week. So I left it there for you Americans down there. Anyways, I'm talking too much. That's all I wanted to say. Mission accomplished, Freeland. Canada is destroyed. How do we fix it? With fleeing Europeans that maintain and build the infrastructure? Canada's a sinking ship. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.